We put to the golden frame later. Right? Okay, go. Okay, welcome back. You took a long break this time, didn't you? Sorry for the noise out there. You on camera. Is it okay? Don't be worried. We just thought it could be fun to film everything from about this a little bit. When we are done, we're going to take a group photo outside with this one as well. Nice. Right? Okay. What I'm going to introduce to you now is a guy called Ibrahim. Ibrahim, we got to know in Dubai. He's been helping us a lot. Right, Ibrahim? Could say. He's a very trustworthy guy. He has a lot of good ideas. He actually started helping us consulting because he knows how to do stuff if you want to, in a legal way, earn a lot of money, not pay tax. So, that's a good service for many people, right? And afterwards, you can all consult him if you need some help. Because you know, 50 years tax-free is not that bad, is it? Well, nobody have to cheat tax because you can just ask him. Is that right? That's good. So, he can help you. And it's a benefit from our side. We don't pay, you pay him, right? Good. We had a lot of meetings, in the market, we saw a lot of new different things coming, not a lot of new ideas, and he came up with the most brilliant idea of them all. What would you do if you were us and there was such a good idea coming out and you said, oh my goodness, this is too good to be true? What would you do? Would you give it to a competitor or would you want us to give it to you? You want it? Are you sure you want it? Are you really sure you want it? Because what we're going to introduce to you is a coin backed by gold. How does that sound? Do you think there's a market for that? And now you're going to get confused. You're going to think, whoa, 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 what's this all about? This is going to be the best marriage you can ever imagine. We are going to support CPC doing what we're doing, but because this is what this is all about. They're going to support each other. Does that sound good? Isn't that what we all want? And whatever we introduce to you, they all have to be a missionary. Isn't that good? Very good. So guys, fasten your seatbelts because Ibrahim is going to present something that is overexciting. Watch out and be ready. Ibrahim, please come forward.
Yes, so that was quite an intro. So, do I bring it now or at the hotel? Hi guys. What I can promise you is the next 45 minutes is going to be quite emotional, so let's be ready for that. Before I get into the presentation and what OneGram is, it's not just OneGram, it's a whole solution, which is OneGram. You can't.
Can you test down there? Testing, testing, testing. It's okay? Is there a translate for Chinese? No? No? That's Chinese. German is okay? Hungarian okay? Are you hearing now? Can she hear me now?
Yes.
Is Chinese okay again? Now it's perfect. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption. We are all good.
It's good. Okay, so we're back. Before we get started, and it's going to be quite a intensive session with me, I just wanted to share a little bit of info with you of how we got here today and this marriage, as Jesper put it. I've been speaking with Frode, Lad, Jesper for a number of months, and they told me that the visionary family has an attraction. There is energy, there's passion, dedication, and what I think is most important is loyalty. So for the last 2 days, I've been in the background observing from the sessions, from the dinners, and everything. And in my 15 years of business, I haven't seen such passion and dedication. And I think the marriage will be a good one. So I think, you know what, I think what we should do is give yourselves a round of applause. I think it's fantastic how you guys are. To come this far and be here. In life, we have memorable moments. For me, today is one because it's my daughter's birthday. So for me, her being born was memorable, my oldest. For others, it could be marriage, your first job, divorce. There's a number of things, but they're memorable to us individually. They may not be memorable to you. But today, we're making history. Not everyone has the ability to be a part of history. OneGram is the largest ICO ever to have been launched. I think 8 to 10 times bigger than anything else that's ever entered the market as an ICO. And today, 2nd of September 2017, in Benidorm, we hand over the resale of OneGram to the visionary family. So you guys are a part of history today. So now I think we'll get on with the work ahead because it's a long journey. I think the starting point is, let me run this video for you. It'll give you a quick overview of OneGram.
You probably use paper money daily, and you've probably heard of Bitcoin and other types of cryptocurrencies, but it seems like none are entirely compliant with the Islamic financial markets, until now. OneGram is the first cryptocurrency to be Sharia compliant. It's backed by physical gold and designed with true Islamic values. Sharia financial products such as OneGram intend to offer investors stability and growth. Our gold supply is audited by PwC, and our advisory board is composed of Sharia scholars. OneGram coins are backed by physical gold, meaning the minimum price of any OTC is equivalent to 1 gram of gold. The value could increase significantly on cryptocurrency exchanges through time. To assure a constant growth, every transaction has a fixed fee, which is reinvested in buying more gold for OneGram holders. Imagine instant access to your gold and using it to pay for purchases. OneGram utilizes blockchain technology to simplify gold transfers. Buying OneGram is easy. To redeem your tokens during our initial coin offering, investors must register online with our partner, GoldGuard. Join us to accelerate blockchain technology adoption and bringing OneGram to the masses and Islamic financial markets. For more details, consult our roadmap and white paper at www.onegram.org.
So as you can see, OneGram is the world's first ever Sharia compliant cryptocurrency backed with physical gold. We are the first to have digitalized gold, and the time in which it's been done is incredible. It was only in November 2016 that the IOFI, which is the Islamic standard for gold certification, had deemed gold to be Sharia compliant. So basically, from November till now, we were the first in. We've digitalized gold, and we backed cryptocurrency with physical gold. One of the important things to note with OneGram is that there is only 12,400,786 coins in circulation that will ever exist. So it's half of Bitcoin, and the use case is what the visionary family is going to create with us. If we look at the media exposure that OneGram has had over the past 12 weeks, I don't think any cryptocurrency has had this much exposure. This is just one page, guys. There's about 5 more, and we got bored after that. We didn't want to bore you. Forbes covered us twice, and they did a TV interview with us. Reuters and Hadish Times Arabian Business are the leading presses within Dubai. Zero Hedge, we're very proud of. It's a very reputed investment publication. The Edge, again, the national newspaper, they did a 2-page spread on us. Crypto Insider, Wanda, Zero Hedge again, News BTC, everyone has been talking of OneGram, which is good, over a 12-week period. And they're waiting now for the next part of the journey, which I think we'll do together. So again, it's important to understand that each coin is backed by physical gold. So what we do is every time a coin is purchased, we purchase that gram of gold. And that is placed within secure vaulting solutions, the likes of Loomis. We have Silver Bullion in Singapore, they have their own vault. And the nice thing is, particularly with Silver Bullion, is you're able to visit. It's actually quite an experience. It's like one of those prison cells where you have to enter, exit in holding. But if you want to see it, it's there. We're also discussing with them to have CCTV installed in the vault. So if you guys want to sit there and watch your gold 24 hours a day, you can do so. So that's going to be interesting, and that's going to happen. Look, thank you. Look, a lot of people have said, why did we use gold? Why didn't we go conventional? It's quite simple. We were worried about price volatility. A few slides forward, you'll see that we took from January of 2017 the prices of crypto, Bitcoin on there, and I think it's about 900 at that time. So, yes, it's good when it's going up, But when it goes the other way, you need a peg. So what we've done is we've created a safety net and a peg, which is your 1 gram of gold. So to put it simply, you won't lose your shirt if something was to go wrong. But that's not going to happen with 1 gram. The other important thing that we've addressed is when you're buying cryptos, it's quite difficult to enter and exit. And when I mean enter and exit, I'm basically talking about the ability to buy and sell. There are a lot of restrictions. One being from central bank, which is the international banking mafia. We have restrictions, but we overcame that, and we overcame that very simply. We used GoldGuard as that entry and exit point. GoldGuard is a gold trading platform, and it works and supports the ICO. We have the accounting, everything is in place. So the entry and exit was very important to us. We've addressed that, it's working, and it will be there for a while. The other important aspect is the conversion to fiat. It's all good having gold, having OGC, CPC, but you need an exit. There is that time when you need fiat, when you need to pay for something, and we have that in a very simplified manner. So we basically took what the criticisms of or the shortfalls of BTC were, we addressed those, and we completed that in OneGram. So if we look here from January and we look at these prices, there's a massive difference today. And this is one of the things that we've addressed with OneGram, is to keep it stable. But with the number of coins that are limited, the demand and the usage is what will drive OneGram. I think in an audience like this, you guys are well aware of crypto and the market. OneGram is undervalued, and I'm sure with the visionary family now on board, we're going to push this price up, and it's going to go very high. I like that. Well, I'm glad you said that. I didn't want to stand here and brag too much. A lot of people have said, why gold? Why not? If we look in history, the oldest form of money is gold. It always has been. It's when we, Jesper mentioned earlier, financial crisis. We've been expecting the financial crisis from November 2015, but the Fed, for the first time, had outsourced the printing of the dollar, so we've avoided it for now, and but for how long? Gold was the original form of money. If you are to consult our white paper on OneGram.org, particularly the Sharia white paper, you will see that on research, 1 gram being backed by 1 gram of gold will be the only real currency in existence. Whether you call it a crypto or whether you want to compare it to fiat, whatever, we will back each coin. And if you look in the examples that we've given in the white paper, which was independently done, not by me, you will see that 1 gram is the only real currency in the market once it's fully launched. This is the history of gold. I don't need to compare this for you, it's there. Look at the gains. Look at the growth. Frodo, we did a comparison of with a car. I think it was in 1999 99 or 91, I can't remember, Fredo, but Fredo was working with me on that. And I think a kilo of gold and a typical sedan car of 25,000, 30,000 euros were similar. And that today, if you compare that with gold, well, I think it was about 6 times higher. The gold has always stood the test of time. Gold is always a secure option, and in times of financial instability, the people and the bankers that put us in that instability then go back to buying gold and push the prices up. So gold is there. This is interesting, because before the options of Gold Guard and Ideal Gold, how would you buy gold? How would you buy gold? It's really not an easy thing to do. You need to know a broker, and you've got to be a high net worth individual to even speak with him. The $45, $50 OneGrams, they're not going to really accommodate. So what were the options before? You had ETFs. What's an ETF? I mean, does anyone know what an ETF is? You're American, you will. Anyone else? Go on. Exactly, it's a piece of paper. But that piece of paper has been leveraged maybe 1 to 10, 1 to 100, up to 1 to 1,000 you can leverage. So is there underlying gold? No. Bullion and jewelry is the conventional option, but with that you still have making charges. You can't just buy spot. And again, we've got the stocks, but not physical. Physical purchase before was a challenge, and you had to know somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. So this is an important question that we've been asked a number of times. That why should we trust OGC? It's a good question, and it's a fair question. Well, look, let me address one of the biggest differentiator or the most unique point of OneGram was the Sharia ability. Now, I can see here that I don't think there's many Muslims in this audience. So why have we used Sharia as an option? Well, by using Sharia, none of you have to convert to Islam, by the way, and come and pray. So relax. It's basically for clarity, for fairness, and transparency. When you apply Sharia law, I can't just say, oh, this is a Sharia product, and that's it. We have to have a process which is very, very tough. So it will go through scholars, and these guys will scrutinize every word, every aspect of our business model, and see if it's fair, if it's ethical, if it's transparent. And what will happen is that the advisors are broken into 4 different schools of thought, which makes it even more challenging, because one could say in Malaysia, yes, we love it, and in Middle East they could say no. Because we went back to basics, to the fundamentals, we have the green light, the thumbs up from all 4 schools of thought. We don't have any conflict between scholars on this. This was scrutinized months before we went live with it in any way. Ongoing, these guys, the advisors, will always be on board. They have to be on our advisory board. They have to do an audit. The audit means that do we have the gold? Are we following the business model that we prescribed? And are we remaining true to the principles of fairness and equality? Now, if that's not enough, we appointed PwC. PwC is PricewaterhouseCoopers. Is anyone heard or know of PwC? Good. So you'll know that PwC is the world's largest audit firm. It's the most reputed and the most trusted. It took 3 months to get them on board with us. They had to do background checks. They checked everything. I mean, I think they know my trouser size as well. But we did what we had to get them on board, and they're on board. So the auditors of the gold and the transactions within OneGram, within GoldGuard, is PwC. I haven't finished there. We've got another layer of verification. If that's not enough, the gold suppliers that we use, I mentioned a few of them. We use Emirates Gold, which is owned by the Dubai government. We have a minting agreement with them. They're minting coins, which I'll talk about later. But we're buying direct from them. We're buying direct from Noor Bank, which is a bank that's owned by Sheikh Mohammed, who is the ruler of Dubai. We have an account with ABX, which is the allocated bullion exchange in Australia. I believe they're a public listed company, so again, their accounts, audits, information is public. You don't have to take it from me, you can go on their website and take it directly. And then the last one, our gold supplier is Silver Bullion, and we're in talks with them now to actually have a CCTV installed in their vault. And I think they also do allow tours if we book in advance, so you're welcome to go and visit. That's how we keep things transparent, how we keep things clear, how we stick to what we've said. In addition to that, GoldGuard is a fully licensed and regulated entity within Dubai, licensed by the Dubai Airport Free Zone Authority. For OneGram, we wanted to stay true to what crypto is, which is a decentralized blockchain solution. What we wanted to do was create what we have done is we have created a new asset class in cryptocurrency. I think one of the medias have said that we've created an asset class which is backing with an asset. So we've used gold in this part, but we're hoping that more and more cryptos will start to adapt and use an asset-backed solution. Look, if you go through the articles, and this is from media, the Islamic Development Bank can be in touch with us. The problem with working with someone like the Islamic Development Bank is there's 52 heads of state. So to date, one of them is hard enough. To do 52 is impossible. But there has been talk of, can this be an Islamic reserve currency? But we don't want to go into that. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. The only reason that we've used Sharia law is for transparency, fairness, and equality. I mentioned earlier that the current valuation or the price of OneGram is ridiculously undervalued. And we've done that ourselves. We're not here to put a coin that's what the